Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2023 and another part of the Retro Newcastle save using the 1998-99 database by the FM Scientist. Thank you, or Mad Scientist, I should say. Mad Scientist FM. Sorry for getting your name wrong. But yes, hopefully you guys are good. Obviously, it's been a few days since we've had an episode, but thank you very much for the support on the first two episodes. As I always said, this series will be sporadic. It's not going to be daily, if you like. It's just going to be, an as and when series. So do keep your eyes open and keep your notifications on so that you don't miss any videos. But today we are playing a very much classic West Ham side before taking on Borough away from home in our first derby of the season. Things have been going quite well since the last episode, to be honest with you. We beat Charlton 3-0, Alan Shearer, Steve Howie and Nick Barmby on the score sheet there. We then beat Charlton again, 2-0. Alan Shearer and Robbie Keane on the score sheet. One in the league, one in the Coca-Cola Cup. So we are through the third round, where we will play Aston Villa away from home. But in the Premier League, we are currently in 6th position. We have got a game in hand over Manchester United, but it would be lovely if we could get ourselves into the top 4 today with a victory over West Ham. And if we have a little look at this West Ham side, they are quite unbelievable, to say the least. So let's get into having a look at some of these players. You've got Shaka Hislop in there, of course, Newcastle United legend. Rio Ferdinand at the age of 19 in there as well. Frank Lampard, of course, the new Chelsea manager, 20 years old. Trevor Sinclair, only 25 back then. Paul Kitson, Paolo Di Canio up top. You've got Ian Wright on the bench. Joe Cole down there as well. And in their youth system, you can see plenty of young players like Jimmy Bullard in there as well. Just to sort of feast your eyes over, you can see Stephen Bywater in there as well, 17 years old back then. Julian Dix in there as well. But yeah, look at Ian Wright. I mean, he's a fabulous player. Hasn't scored any goals this season, but had just joined West Ham from Arsenal in 1998. So it will be interesting to see if he can score some goals. On the transfer front, I don't think we've done any more business since the Robbie Keane signing. No, we haven't. A couple of players have gone out on loan, Aaron Hughes and Paul Dalglish. But other than that, everything is just the same. So let's have a little look at squad performances so far. Top goal scorer is Robbie Keane with 4 from 2 starts, 3 for Alan Shearer, and 2 each for Steve Howie and Silvio Maric. Top assists is 3 for Gary Speed, 3 for Nobby Solano as well, and then 2 for Alan Shearer, 1 each for Psycho and Robbie Keane. Top average rating is indeed Robbie Keane with a 9.15, but Alan Shearer, Steve Howie and Gary Speed up there, along with Shea Given, who is wanted by Spurs. Dabizas definitely wanted by plenty of teams as well. His contract will expire in a few years' time. That I don't think we've got any rush thinking about that one. But speaking of contracts, Stuart Pearce's contract as well as Rob Lee's contracts will expire at the end of the year, so we will have to keep an eye on that. Right, let's have a little look at the team for today then. It is Shea Given starting in goal, of course. Nobby Solano, Nikos Dabizas, Steve Howie and Didier Domi starting in defence. We've got Dietmar Hamann as our anchor man with Rob Lee and Gary Speed in the middle, and Silvio Maric starting behind Alan Shearer and Robbie Keane up top. So here we go then. Let's get into it. The match against West Ham. And hopefully we can get a good result against them. Looks like Ian Wright is on the bench. You can see Julian Dix and Ian Pearce have come in by the looks of it. Yeah, just trying to see if there's any differences there. And Eri Redknapp is the manager. Terrific job from him. It'd be lovely to take him on, if you like, in this save. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Nice chill series, just going along our merry way. making content on a terrific game. And obviously, over the next couple of weeks, starting Saturday, we've got a daily Snooker 19 series until I go out of the World Championship, inevitably. And, of course, a daily PGA Tour golf content at the moment. So this series will just sort of slot in as and when there's a little gap in the schedule. So there'll be a couple of episodes this week, hopefully, before it maybe takes a break until after the bank holiday. But Alan Shearer, what a start from him. Robbie Keane manages to thread him through, and Alan Shearer, Big Al, scores, and it's Newcastle United 1, West Ham United 0. And it was Rio Ferdinand that made the mistake there, and Robbie Keane latched onto it like a hound. And, well, there you go. Alan Shearer scores on camera. I believe that's his first goal on screen. And he makes it 1-0. Robbie Keane gets it to Dietmar Hamann now. Hamann out towards Didier Domi. Domi gets it back all the way to Dietmar Hamann. He has Speed. Gary Speed still going with the shot over the bar. It goes. And since the last episode, there has been a new update for this database that has been released with 3 new leagues in it, including Brazil. Couldn't remember the other 2 leagues, but yeah, go and check that out. So there's a total of, I think, 7 leagues in this now. Here's Alan Shearer on the ball. Can he whip it in? Yes, he can, and it's a header from Maric just wide. But we are absolutely dominating this first 20 minutes. We're going to praise the boys, get them on our side a little bit, and just going to move me over a little bit. My OCD is getting me there. I needed it to have it in this little corner over here by the sub screen. But what have I done here? Oh, that was getting the match day tablet up. I didn't even know you could do that. Here's Ruddock, gets it over to Rio Ferdinand. Gets it to Ian Pearce now on the right-hand side. What's he going to do with it? He whips it forward towards Keller, but it's a good interception from Didier Domi. Lee gets it forward, and Robbie Keane on the ball now. Robbie Keane still going. Can he whip it in towards Big Al? He gets it back to Didier Domi. It's still Domi now. Can he get it to Speed? He can. Speed into the middle. Header from Maric, and that's over the bar. A little bit unlucky, you would have to say, that we're not 2-0 in front. But we'll praise the boys, try and get them going again, and feeling happy. That's what we want at this point. Here's Dabizas. Gets it to Solano. Solano forward. He's lost it. Gets it to Frank Lampard now in the middle. Header from Didier Domi. Gets it to Gary Speed. Gary Speed over the top, and it's Alan Shearer. Gets it to Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane scores 5th goal of the season for us. And Alan Shearer with another assist. That's his 3rd assist of the season. And those two are making a deadly partnership up top. This is what it could have looked like back in 2006 with Shearer and Michael Owen. And that's a fabulous finish from Robbie Keane. And he makes it 2-0 now. Very, very good. And that's exactly what we wanted, really. We couldn't have asked for much better than that. And I think we'll maybe think about bringing on some substitutions halfway through the second half just to freshen up the team a little bit. Maybe get a look at some of our other players. Solano gets it forward towards Alan Shearer, and that's going to be a penalty. Jeff Anthony Taylor, who's gone back in time to referee this match, has appointed to the spot, and I think it'll be Alan Shearer that steps up to take it. That was, definitely a penalty. And Alan Shearer, can he get his 2nd goal of the match? He steps up at the Gallagher end here, and he's missed. Shaka Hislop against his former team has saved the penalty from Alan Shearer. That's a big disappointment. Here's Rob Lee. Gets it to Maric now. Maric on the ball with the shot, and it's a decent save from Shaka Hislop, and he's definitely kept them in the game here, hasn't he? So Maric is going to come off. We're going to put on Stephen Glass, actually, behind the strikers. We've not really used that substitution. We're going to put Warren Barton at right back instead of Nobby Solano, and Didier Domi's going to come off for Stuart Pearce. That looks good to me. Okay then, 30 minutes to go. Hislop clears it. Header from Dabizas. It's Cole. Now to Sinclair. Ferdinand whips it forward. It's Pierce into the middle, headed by Howie. Very, very solid defensively. And here's Robbie Keane now with a chance to get it back across to Big Al. Big Al with the volley, and he makes up for that missed penalty. And that is his 5th goal of the season now. And that was a terrific finish, wasn't it? Beautiful ball over by Robbie Keane as well. I mean, look at this space on the left-hand side, and that's a beautiful cross in and a lovely volley from Alan Shearer. 3-0 to the good, and now we should be home and dry, it would appear, which is exactly what we wanted. Right, Haman is going to come off now, and we're going to put on Georgiades. And what else can we do? Might bring off Robbie Keane, actually, and give Louis Sahar a little run out. Yes, Frank Lampard gets it to Julian Dix on the left-hand side. Lampard with the shot. What a save from Shea Given. I mean, it didn't look like it was going to cause him much problem, but that was a fabulous shot from Frank Lampard there. It looks like that was his last bit of the game there. And Joe Cole has come onto the pitch. Good tackle from Rob Lee. Gets it to Alan Shearer. Here's Stephen Glass now. Glass still going here. Glass still going. Whips it in. Alan Shearer with the header, and it's a hat-trick for Big Al. And his arm is in the air. And it's 4-0 now. And that is absolutely 3 points in the bag. And it was a good little run there from Stephen Glass, wasn't it? Got himself into a dangerous area. And it was the deflection that got it up towards Alan Shearer. And it's now Newcastle United 4, West Ham United 0. And we are very much going to be top 4 candidates with these sort of performances. Here's Dix on the ball. Gets it in towards Margas. Sinclair. Dix again. Gets it forward to Lazardis. Now to Ian Wright. Oh, good save by Shea Given there. But Ian Wright very nearly getting on the score sheet, which would have been nice to see, but of course we would rather have the clean sheet. Paolo Di Canio whips it in, headed away by Gary Speed, I think that was. Good tackle from Rob Lee. It's gone out for another throw, but looks like we're going to finish off this match in style. 4-0. Very, very happy with that. Clean sheet on the board as well. And you've got to say, in a very good place, up to 4th in the league. We're ahead of Manchester United at this point, only 3 points behind leaders Chelsea, and we've got another chance to take on an iconic Middlesbrough side in the next episode. Next match of the episode is what I mean. I can't get my words right today for some reason. Well, unchanged lineup today against Middlesbrough, but let's have a little look at that Middlesbrough squad. Mark Schwarzer in goal, of course. Very, very good. Gary Pallister in there. Colin Cooper. Paul Gascoigne, is the big one. He, of course, plays for Middlesbrough in this era. Hasn't had a good time of things so far, though. A 6.26 average rating, although still looks to be like he's going to be one of the best players in the world. But the other things about Middlesbrough, I mean, if we look at their squad, I can't see Juninho in there. I don't know when Juninho signed for Middlesbrough. Was it maybe 99 or something? I don't know. Obviously I was only born in 1997, so I don't necessarily know all of the players and when they played. Andy Townsend in there as well. Very, very interesting to say the least. But if we have a little look at their transfer history, they have brought in some players on deadline day as well, which is interesting, and hopefully they'll do a good job. So let's get into the match against Middlesbrough. We should beat them, really. We've obviously had a very, very positive start of the season. No changes. It's always a little bit risky to do that in Football Manager, I find. they tend to not play as well the second match. But I'm going to do things slightly differently in this save. I think this is our best 11, so we've got to try and stick with them, and that's exactly what we'll do. So here we go then, as we kick off in this match against Borough. Can we get a good victory against them? Nobby Solano whips in the corner. Header from the back post from Steve Howie, just over the bar. Unlucky there. And it's going to be Mark Schwarzer that clears it. Here's Dommy. Dommy on the ball, gets it to Howie now. Howie gets it to Dietmar Hamann, to Rob Lee. Here's Alan Shearer. That's forward to Silvio Maric. What a chance this is. Oh, hits the bar. I thought that was going to be the moment there. It wasn't though. And Dommy can't manage to whip it back in. But here's Solano. He does whip it in. Header over the bar by Gary Speed. Should have left it for Howie, I feel there. But a very, very positive start from the Toon Army here. Here's Solano, gets it to Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer on the ball. Back now to Rob Lee. Here's Rob Lee, gets it forward to Alan Shearer. That's forward to Silvio Maric, who's having a very good game, but hasn't grabbed the goal just yet. Good save from Schwarzer there. Still 0-0. Here's Solano. He whips it in. Header from Cooper, gets it away. Here's Hamann. Now to Dommy. Here's Lee. Howie. End of highlight. Okay. I wonder if Gaza's going to have a good game today against his former club. Here's Hamann. Gets it to Gary Speed. Oof, good header. And Middlesbrough defending valiantly here. Here's Shearer. Dabizas. Lee. Oh, good ball over the top, and it's Robbie Keane now on the ball. Can he break the deadlock? Oh, it's side netting. Interesting. Feels like one of those games where we might get FM'd here. But Solano now whips it in. Back post, Dabizas with the header back in towards Steve Howie. Now he has Solano, gets it to Rob Lee. Speed. Hamann. Howie, look at the space we've got on the wings here. It's Dommy on the ball, pushing forward in that full-back role. Dommy, still going. Dommy's still got it here. Gets it to Speed. It's Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane loses it and it's cleared. And Nobby Solano wins it back. We're keeping the pressure on Middlesbrough here. Only 20 minutes gone. Here's Hamann. Gets it to Speed, over the top. Alan Shearer now with a chance. Shearer with the shot. What a goal that is from Alan Shearer. 7th goal of the season. 4th goal of the episode. And that was just absolutely stupendous from Alan Shearer. And it was Hamann, got it to Gary Speed. Beautiful ball over the top. One bounce and half volley. Oh my God. What a goal that is from Alan Shearer. 1-0. To the Toon Army, and well, I mean, it's all we deserved, I think, for that first 20 minutes. We were brilliant there. Here's Lee, gets it to Solano on the right-hand side. Solano forward to Alan Shearer now, loses it, and it's Solano with the follow-up shot. Good save by Mark Schwarzer in the end, and it's going to be Nobby Solano who whips it in here. Solano in, and it's headed away. Back for another corner. Can Solano find Howie at the back post? Ooh, it's headed away by Ricard. Shearer. Speed. Loses it. End of highlight. Now here's Nobby. Gets it to Shearer. Solano. That's forward to Robbie Keane. Good save. Good save. Okay, 15 minutes to go here. And I think I'm going to praise them because they have been brilliant in this first half. They really have been. Haven't given Middlesbrough a sniff so far, but we'd like that 2-goal cushion just before half-time. Here's Speed. Gets it forward to Robbie Keane. What a chance for Robbie Keane. He puts it into the back of the net. Danced round Mark Schwarzer. And Robbie Keane, I mean, what a signing he is becoming was the Young Player of the Month for August, and I mean, he's going to score 30-plus goals this season if he keeps going like this. He's the new Haaland, everybody. Robbie Keane. And it's 2-0 at halftime, although we have got a free kick in a dangerous area here for Nobby Solano. These are the type of areas he scores from. These are the type of areas he scores from. Goodness me. What a save from Mark Schwarzer there, half-time. And what a half of football for Newcastle United. And we have played brilliantly in this episode so far. We're just attack. And this is the true essence of that 90s Newcastle spirit of being the entertainers. We are just giving it our all, but defending valiantly as well. We're not giving Middlesbrough a chance. We're keeping possession of that ball, and we're just relentlessly attacking and trying to score goals, and that's what I absolutely love. Right, anyway, let's get some substitutions on. Maric is going to come off. We're going to go for Stephen Glass again. That one worked out well last time. Gary Speed having an awesome game, but looks pretty tired, so we're going to bring him off. Dommy's going to come off for Pierce, and Charvet is going to come on at right back. Steve Howie's going to come off for Warren Barton. So we're going to do a Cap 5 here, and completely freshen up the team, and hopefully that'll be enough to go and grab us potentially a third here, but maybe Middlesbrough will get back into the game. Here's Kinder, gets it to O'Brien, that's forward, but Dabizas cuts it out, gets it to Warren Barton now. Here's Haman, gets it to Lee. Oh, that's not a great pass, though, and Gaza picks it up in the midfield. He's on a yellow card. I feel like he could get sent off. Here's Warren Barton. Charvet. Forward to Shearer, and it's Stephen Glass now with a great chance for Glass, and Keane puts it into the back of the net. I mean, Stephen Glass will get the assist. He just ran with it. Robbie Keane nicked it off him, stuck it into the top corner. We'll settle for that. Stephen Glass thought, nah, you do it. I mean, he could have shot from here, placed it into the corner, just touched it off to Robbie Keane, though, right in the top corner, and that was absolutely brilliant. Here's Gaza, whips it in. Header from, who's that? Branca, is it? Branca? Yeah. Brancha. And that will put us up to third as it stands. The only defeat, of course, coming against Manchester United. And, we played well in that match as well. But Brancho, what a player he looks. He's just come on and has absolutely changed the game for Middlesbrough in that they've actually had some chances in this last 15 minutes. But what a couple of performances today. The first one against West Ham was brilliant, but that was something else against Middlesbrough. Even though we didn't score as many goals, we very much were on the attacking front. And look at that Leeds side. I mean, Kuehl, hat-trick, Lee Bowyer in there, Hasselbank. I mean, that is a terrific Leeds side, isn't it? Alan Smith on the bench, Johnny Woodgate there in defence, Ian Hart. I mean, what a team. David Batty in the middle as well. I mean, how do you play against that? I mean, Harry Kuehl, 8 goals in 6 starts, 5 in 6 for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. It's very, very impressive. But we have kept 5 consecutive clean sheets now. Shea Given doing a great job, but also, defensively we're doing a great job. When are we going to come back? I think probably against Chelsea. I think that's the next iconic team to take on, and we'll double that up with an iconic Southampton side. Does it still have Matt Letizia in there? Yes, it does. There he is, Matt Letizia. 29 now. Very good player, of course. Is good old Matt. And having a great season again. So some of the bigger players of the past not having a great start. Then we've got Leeds and Arsenal, Everton. I mean, that'll be a fun side to play against. David Unsworth in there. Very, very interesting. Then obviously Villa and Tottenham, Liverpool. But yes, we'll be back next time out for Chelsea and Southampton. We might even do a quad, a quadruple episode. with Chelsea, Southampton, Leeds and Arsenal, because that does seem like a cool little spell of classic teams to take on. So maybe that's what we'll do in the next episode. If you've enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.